This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Part 1, Take the Guns. Part 2, Part 3, Profit. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Mars Warlogs. In the last episode, we went down to the drilling area, defeated some moles, found the Technomancer, ran into the Technomancer and his assistant, and we helped the assistant defeat the mole queen. They didn't get their relics, but we were able to get the guns that we needed. That was all that was important to us. But we did meet some important people. Will they be important later? Who knows? But for now, we got to survive and get a way out of here. So before we head on, we can actually talk to Joe and get some information.
What do you want?
Not some big information, but we can. One, he'll sell stuff to us.
Sell.
I mean, nothing that's really worth buying. The rusted pipe does a little bit more damage and gives you a chance to crit, but not really worth spending the serum on. Casual clothes is terrible. As you can see there, it reduces your physical damage reduction by a lot. And as far as I know, it doesn't do anything else, so no reason to waste the money. You can also buy scrap metal and hardware for crafting later on. You can also buy ammo for the nail gun, which we don't have right now, but as you can see, it spoils the fact we'll get one eventually. You can buy health injection packs, but nothing like that, so don't worry about that. We could sell our stuff if we want to. I'll save that for later. But we could also talk to him about stuff.
What do you want?
Let's see what he has to say. About the knives around here, the shivs.
There's a shitload of knives stashed around this place. You don't try to confiscate them?
Way too many for us to do anything about it. You can turn any tiny tube or spoon into a weapon in a few minutes. So, we just ignore them. And you get this straight. If your prisoners made trouble, our own toys would calm things down fast.
Well, they do have a lot of toys in the terms of guns. But anyway, but those moles in the well.
They've been there long? Where do the moles come from?
You know, this camp used to be a water well, and those bugs can smell water from miles away. It draws them, and they go around the facilities for the humidity. And if we don't chase them away, they end up piercing the conduits.
Well, that would be bad, right? Who runs Bartertown?
Your boss. You know him well?
The Technomancer, Sean? Sorry, prisoner, but I'd rather not talk about that. He's not the kind of guy who's into gossip.
Alright then. Doesn't like to talk. Gotcha.
See you later.
Alright, let's head on to innocence. It's the next part of our
I
objective.
still can't get over the state of those guys that came back up a while back. You gotta ask yourself if they really know what they're doing in recruitment.
I mean, they're recruiting prisoners of war. I mean, just those who are bored and want to do something, so I don't know what you expected.
Keep moving.
Calm down, dude. Alright, let's go talk to innocence. Now you can talk to, say, some other...
To the dust rebel, hit a guard. If you don't give yourself up in 2 hours, we will shoot 10 of your brothers.
Well, that's not good. Well, there's someone about that later, but for now, let's go on. Now, there are some quests I don't want to completely go completely into yet. Let's see, let me go over the warlogs. The side quests, I want to hold off on doing the mean dogs one, at least going further with it, because if we go too far into this side quest, there will be another side quest that we can't complete properly if we do that, so I'm going to hold off on this. I know how to get that started, but the best time to do it is basically right before we complete the Great Escape main quest is when we want to do that, because that unlocks some quest right before we leave the game, but we can still finish some side quest at the same time. So I'm not going to ask people about the mean dog stuff for now. Also, there's a quick you can now that I've shown you everything, I can now skip certain animations. They'll just go by a lot faster. Because I'm playing this on PC and a pretty high quality PC, I can go through this pretty quickly. Before we go on, let's go find that other that last mechanics item that I missed before. That it's in an obvious spot that I just somehow just bypassed because I didn't have the camera in the right direction or whatever. So I should see if Bob, we can unlock this kind of question.
Hey, the Bare Knuckle King. What do you want?
You don't look so good.
Yeah. So you understand? I want to be alone, right?
Okay, we need to do some side quests before, or we need to do some things before we can get Bob to talk. There's a side quest involving him, and like most side quests, well, not all of them, but a good deal of side quests have good or bad ways to finish them. So,
hey.
Alright, let's see if we can answer questions. Looking for parts of the mechanic.
The mechanic needs resistors, bits of sheet metal, and a new wrench.
That it? To be honest, if he can't find it himself, I can't help him.
It's extra dialogue that you can miss if you complete a side quest early. Not that it's a big deal, but you know this camp well?
Been here long?
Been here a while, yeah. I wasn't very good on the front, so they sent me here. There was a drilling well before, a big abundant site. But with the war, there weren't many people left to work here, of course. So they decided to make it a prisoner of war camp. Seeing as how it's a long way from the front and in the middle of nowhere, it's a good spot. For a POW camp, I guess there's worse. For us, on the other hand, it's a real pain in the ass.
Alright. Well, we'll come back later after talking to Innocence. I think that's one major plot that can get you to talk to him. But for now. Alright, let's find that other... Let's see. I think it was back in this corner over here. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, I don't know how I missed that, but I did, so oh well. That's just how it is. Yeah, it happens to me a lot in some games. Sometimes it'll just be that little tiny little thing. So let's go talk to the mechanic and get the reward for that. It's not much of a reward, but it's something. The main thing for doing this is the experience. That's why you do a lot of side quests. Which is why, well, I'll go over that here in a second.
You find my parts?
Yep, here. Everything you asked for.
Oh, hey, great. They should have given me an assistant like you. Here's some serum. It's all I can give you without running into trouble.
Anything else?
Still need parts?
Not just now. I'm getting back to work now. All right, then. See you.
Alright, we get 10 serum for doing that and experience. He will need help later on after some bit of the main story goes. So I think didn't we get enough for a level? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we got some points to spend. So, oh yeah, I forgot to go over this in the last episode about spending levels and how some things unlocked. So as you can see there in the right corner, you see current rank, points spent, and the ranks there. That's based on how many points you put in a specific group, renegade, combat, or technomancy. So the way you level up second levels of these things is, yeah, as it says there, you need to get the rank of amateurs. That means I have to spend 4 points in that, and that's how you rank up and so forth until you get to master, and that allows you to buy the final bits of like that class, for example, this one, for example. So that's why I was able to unlock most of this stuff. However, if I buy like this thing, it'll unlock this next section. Some of them require like just to put a point in something, and you don't actually have to max it out. Like this one just requires well, this one requires expert and something in might. This one just requires something in this particular one, which is the science of evasion, which I want that anyway, but for now I think I want to buy yeah, let's max out our damage because I always like having max damage. Yeah, sure, we'll max out. Actually, let me put a point into stealth, just because getting that little bit of extra damage always helps. So okay, so now let's go talk to Innocence, back to the thing, and get started on the next leg of our adventure. Oh, right. Almost forget to skip that stuff. I've already shown it to you once. There's no reason to show it to you again, so.
So, the power plant?
I got them to think I'm a hotshot, so they let me walk around pretty much everywhere. And I found a transformer. Apparently, that's where you can deactivate the train security breakers.
Yeah, good job, Innocence. Alright.
Thanks to you, we should be able to pull off this escape when the time comes. All we have to do is get into the power plant.
Thanks. I tried my best.
Now, like most of these conversations, I guess I never really went over these before. I mean, I mentioned in the beginning, but in the game, there's basically a good and bad path for Roy, and that all kind of affects his general personality. And the game is either easier or harder depending on how you play, depending if you're good or bad. So if you're good to people, they respond generally better to you, and what that means is usually you'll either get like more serum, or shops will reduce the cost of stuff for you because you're generally a pleasant person to be around. If you're evil, usually, you know, the bad thing about being, well, I don't know if evil would be the best word, bad or whatever. The bad thing about being bad is that if you're going for like certain achievements, like the completion achievement, you can't be bad because you miss out on certain side quests if you're kind of a dick to people. So you have to be kind of careful at your dialogue choices there. Like even this place has a thing, if you're mean to one of the characters, the side quests will end early, so you miss on that experience. And there's also things in combat you can do that affect that as well. I'll go over that if that ever becomes a situation in combat with certain characters. But anyway, yeah. So just be careful. Just feel how you. Usually being bad is easier in some sense because you get more experience because you're purposely getting yourself into fights and stuff like that. While being good is easier on maybe other levels too. So, or if you play this on easy mode, then it doesn't matter. But that'll do. You coming with me now?
You did the job. Better you should come with me now. We got lots of things to do if we want to pull this escape off.
I'll do my best to help you.
We have to pick up the weapons I stashed, get some water, and get the mutants to revolt.
The mutants? What for?
It'll be a great diversion. So, if you're ready, let's go.
If you want to, you can be a dick to Innocence and just tell him to back off if you don't want him to be with you. So, really, I mean, there are achievements to being, I think, both being good and bad in this game, kind of like a Mass Effect type of situation. So this game does kind of warrant maybe 2 playthroughs to be 100% if you're doing that. But either way, we gain another level because unfortunately we still need a few more points before we can get the final experience buff in the game. So all right, let's see. Do I really need anything at this point? I mean, there are some pretty good abilities in Renegade, like the ability to crit more efficiently, stuff like that. And it's always good to get like high ranks in something, but depends on how your playstyle is. So yeah, I guess I could start putting stuff into Renegade just to unlock that. Let's see. Just trying to think what I want to spend this next point on. Because I'm not. Stealth is useful to a point for the damage, but some of this stuff isn't as necessarily as important. Yeah, I guess we could do the health one, just so when we actually do use health injectors later on, it gives us a bit more health injections. So, yeah, now we unlocked Physician, which makes the injections last longer. Subtlety, which allows you to wound human targets easier. Featherfoot increases your stealth movement, so you move faster in stealth, which would be, if anything, that's the big thing, because that way you're not, like, taking forever to crawl to the next location. So this one's pretty good. The hot shot that improves your damage with your guns if you use guns a lot, which means you'll have to do a lot of crafting. But by buying into it, it costs less to make bullets, other than buying them. Which in the game, if you're lucky, it's better to craft bullets than to buy them, even though you can. It just makes it a bit more expensive though. So, which I might have to worry about buying guns, stuff like that, just because I've got this on extreme mode. This will actually make the game a little bit tougher. On the easier difficulties, this game actually isn't that hard. You can kind of just browbeat your way to victory. Yeah, let's do subtlety just on that one. So okay. All right, let's see if you have anything to say, Jay. Before
hey Roy, what can I do for you?
Head on. I think you have something to say.
Actually, I just wanted some information.
Okay, I knew it. What gives?
Oh, never mind.
That's it for.
Okay, never mind. Doesn't have anything. I think let's go back to that one guy. See if I can actually talk to him now. If not, we'll go to the plot. Because I know sometimes the guy won't immediately. Oh, do you? Oh no, that's innocence. Never mind. Haha. Let's go. Talk to this guy over here. I know there's other guys you can talk to, like just with little details, but it's not necessary.
Hey.
You don't look so good.
Yeah. So you understand?
Okay, he's still not talking to me. So maybe I should keep going on a bit. Okay, never mind. Well, which is weird. It shows that I should be able to talk to him, but I can't for some reason. So I don't know why. Anyway, let's go to the cistern. So we need to get some find a way to get some water, as well as obviously find a way to get back down to get those guns too. So I don't know why I keep looking at the map. It's not like this place is difficult to go through or anything like that. Also, there's a couple of side quests we can do here outside of doing the dog thing. So, which the next objective would be to find a doctor, but a doctor is not a vet. So think of that. All right. I think it's supposed to be, yeah, it's over there to unlock it. So, yeah, I guess we can.
Fates like yours better keep it hidden. You cover that shit all over?
Hey, if you want to verify that, you can do it without me. I just ain't.
Yeah,
asshole.
Yeah, they're tormenting that one guy.
Hey, looky here. It's almost ready to bite. Come on, don't look me in the eye. Drop your eyes or you'll get it. Huh. Easier to train than a dog.
Yeah, but lots more disgusting. Rather have a dog by far.
What's going on here?
Hey, it's all right, Roy. We're just teasing the animal a bit. We're bored out of our skulls.
All right, you got a few options for this one. Basically, if you're saying what you're saying is too nice for the animals, that's basically a bad response or being a dick. You can fight the guys who's also a dick response, which is, you know, you fight them about this. Yeah, think about this fight. You can tell them to leave them alone, or okay, if it keeps you happy, which is kind of a more neutral response. The good way to do this is this one. You sure it's a good idea?
That the rebel they were talking about?
No, this idiot doesn't know a thing. I don't think he'd even recognize his own mother.
The mutants are kind of on edge right now. The guards better not think we threw oil on the fire.
Huh? The guards should just do their jobs and keep an eye on their herd. Anyway, thanks a ton for ruining the fun, buddy. Come on, guys, let's go.
Roy, why did you defend the mutant?
I don't like gratuitous cruelty. These guys are the descendants, or were, once, like you and me.
The doctrine says they became like that for turning their backs on God.
Sorry, kid, but I don't believe that bullshit. I don't know why they're like that, but I'm sure there's no God behind it, and neither are they.
Oh, I see your point.
So that's if you're being, if you're trying to be the good guy. I know I've chosen some dick responses before. It kind of depends on my mood. But most of the point I do, it's preferred to be nice in this game. Maybe if people want it, maybe I'll do like a mean playthrough or something like that. I'd have to skip a lot of stuff though, because a lot of it's the same up to a certain point. But
Hey, Roy.
Yeah?
Hey, sorry, I didn't introduce myself last time. The name's Prowess. So, tell me, you know your way around? I got a deal for you.
Yeah, and?
I want to make something, but I don't actually know how to make it, or where to find the parts.
Not very promising, then.
Yeah, but at least I know where to find the manufacturing diagram.
And where would that be?
In the armory.
Oh, great. Even better.
Oh, come on, you don't look like the kind of guy who gives up like that.
And it's a diagram of what, exactly?
A weapon, of course. The exploding type, to be precise. And if you could get a hold of this plan, we just need the parts to make it. So you in?
I don't like where this is headed. I don't like that guy either.
So you let the kid decide for you? Come on, make up your mind.
well, we do want to do this because, you know, it's a side quest. So what's in
You
it for me?
spoke about a deal, but all I hear is you asking me for a favor. What's in it for me?
Well, I'll teach you to make explosives. You can make homemade bombs and take your enemies down like pins in an alley. And seeing as you're the one taking the most risk, I'll give you a bit of serum, of course.
Huh. And how am I supposed to get the diagram from the armory? You know exactly where it is?
I heard it was in one of the crates near the counter, so just search around there. I can distract the guard, while you get the plan.
Why me?
Seeing as though you know all that, why not do it with your buddies yourself?
We'll see later, if you accept. Let's just say I'm trying to avoid as many waves as possible. I really don't want to get caught in the act. You know what I mean?
I mean, you are stealing explosives and stuff like that, so. Okay.
All right, deal.
Great. I'll talk to the guard to keep him busy, but you're gonna have to be fast anyway. Won't take him long before he's figured out that something's up. So go to the crates, get the plan, and get out quietly. And fast. We won't get another chance. I heard they're transferring everything in the crates. So, ready? We go into the armory now?
I'm ready. Let's go.
We're there. Right. Okay, I'll try to keep the guard talking. But hurry up. Now go. Hey, I was looking for you.
Give me a break. Can't have been too hard. I spent most of my time on guard here.
Yeah, manner of speaking. But that's why I wanted to see you.
Get out of here, Prowess. This area's off limits and I'm not supposed to talk with prisoners.
But it won't take much time. It's just that, well, I was thinking you must know a lot about weapons. I mean, obviously, guarding the armory. And actually, back home, I mean where I live,
Not much time, huh? Cut it.
yeah, right. Actually, I got a hold of this pellet gun, you see? Relic. I mean, almost. And so I'm wondering how much it might be worth, one of these when I get back home.
A pellet gun? You have got to be fucking kidding me. I look like I work in a flea market? Get out of here, Prowess.
Talk about a bastard. Right. Did it work? You got the plan?
Yeah, got it. And no thanks to your silver tongue.
Nice. What's important is that it worked. Good work, Roy. And can you see the parts we need to make the bomb?
Yeah, everything's marked there. I should be able to find everything in the camp without too much trouble. I'll come back and see you when I have everything.
Great. That's what we'll do then. I'll wait for you here.
Yeah, definitely worth doing that quest because you get a lot of nice crafting materials for stealing everything from those crates. But anyway, now that that's unlocked, a couple of crates in this area now become grabbable now. So yeah, here's bomb components here. For that, let's see. I'm trying to remember where the other ones are. I think the other one's like back near the dog kennel, if I recall. So
Stuck here briefing the poor bastards.
yeah, now all those things. Yeah, you couldn't access these before, but when that side quest activates, you could have opened all of them. So if you just want to grab the plans and leave, you can do that. But there's no point not to grab everything else. You know what I mean? Helps you with crafting later, even if you're playing easy mode and you don't need to craft as often. Because really, in the easier modes of this game, you don't have to really. Let's see. You don't really have to worry about too much because combat doesn't get that difficult. In the easier modes. Really, it's only extreme mode does the game get, like, the mode I'm playing, it doesn't really get that hard, so I think the other one's actually in the kennel, if I recall, which is over this way, so. I think it's actually in the actual kennel itself, but I'm just double checking just to make sure. Like I said, I don't remember every single, like, little nitpicking detail about this game. That's why my camera's like looking around and jostling around, is because I'm double checking for for it. Let's see. Might have to take a quick break to go look for it because I don't want to spend this whole time me looking around, if you know what I mean. So I have to go to the next section to do that. So. Okay, yeah, I guess it's in the next area, so, okay. Just making sure. Okay, first of all, let's do the main side quest while we're here. Where are you? There it is, okay. I was in the dog kennel, but I checked the mutants camp first just to make sure. So. Okay, let's go back to the one guy and make ourselves a bomb. Let's set us up to bomb, or was it? Oh, I forgot that meme now. Anyway.
So the parts, you find them?
I have everything we need.
Well done. Come on, we'll find somewhere quiet and make a few together. You're just gonna be watching at first, of course. Not bad. I can see you're used to working with your hands. I'm in no hurry to step into one of your traps. Good. Thanks to you, we know how to make these explosives. And you do too. And that was the deal. Here, take this serum. You deserve it.
Thanks.
Take this bomb too. You made it after all. If it blows up in your face, you only have yourself to blame. And now I guess you got some idea why my friends and I are keeping a low profile, right? As you can see, we got a little bit of merchandise here. Whenever you feel like having a look, just drop by. I'll cut you a good deal. Within reason, of course.
Alright, anyway, for helping him out, we now get bombs, access to create bombs, and we can now, handmade grenade, explosive trap, serum, 2,500 experience, and we gained a level, and, well, as soon as the rest of the thing goes through.
Mr. Roy, why are you around here?
I was just passing by.
But yeah, we can ask what's in stock.
Show me what you're selling.
Yeah, now we can buy. Yeah, we can buy quite a few weapons here. Handmade machete, the same rusted pipe, handmade dagger, handmade saber. As you can see here, chance of wounding. Yeah, there's quite a few different weapons. Mole bone 40, even though it's not that great of a weapon because all it does is 12. When you get something a little bit cheaper that does the same damage, but whatever. Now get some better armor if you want to. You can buy leather clothes, which improves your electrical damage. We don't have to worry about electrical damage till, I believe, Chapter 2. And reinforced prison garb, which is weirdly worse than our regular torn prison garb. Yeah, that kind of doesn't make sense, but oh well. Anyway, yeah, buy nail gun ammo, health injection packs, handmade grenades, explosive traps. Also buy more chemicals. In this case, we can buy cloth, leather, bone, and chemical compounds. So, yeah, chemical compounds are kind of expensive.
Mr. Roy.
I was just
Alright, where are you from?
Where are you from?
Aurora, of course. And from the most beautiful city in the guild, Shadowlair.
You got people waiting for you back there?
Yeah, my fiancée. I miss her a lot, I admit it. But hey, you know, with all the work I got here, well, at least I'm gonna be going back with my pockets full.
Alright. Yeah, how'd you end up here?
How'd you end up in the camp?
I'm a prisoner of war, like everyone else. Even if some bastards here belong in prison anyway. Gotta be honest, right? Me too. I joined the army to get away from the law. You can never go back. Smuggler once, smuggler forever.
A lovely smuggler.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay, so now let's actually get some plot stuff related after doing that, even though... Let's talk to this guy here.
What can I do for you, prisoner?
Alright, we can ask about the sick dogs to find out who to talk to next, which will be the doc, but I don't want to go forward with this side quest yet anyway.
If I understood right, a mutant attacked a guard. What happened?
Just a mutant going a bit haywire. Maybe he got the dog sickness. Who knows? He hit a guard and he's been hiding since. Our Technomancer didn't like that too much. He said whichever of us nails him will get a promotion. And it wouldn't be a good idea for the other skin jobs to hide him. I know our Technomancer. He said he'd kill 10 if we didn't find the guy. And he'll do it.
Seems a bit drastic, don't you think? Better off not having a riot. I'm gonna take a look at the dust, in case I happen to find that smartass of yours. Don't particularly want to find myself in the middle of a new war.
Yeah, you do that. But if you find him, don't try anything. Come back and talk to me first.
Yeah, alright, if you say so. What does it take to get work at the cistern?
We cleaned out the drilling well, and I'm kind of bored. Apparently the guys who work at the cistern have it easy.
You haven't been here long enough. Till now, only prisoners who've been here a long time get to work there. Jay over there's the guy who picks the team. One of the first guys here.
Oh yeah, Jay's that one guy in the, that one eating area or whatever.
I'm kind of bored. You got any work for me?
Sorry, but I can't think of anything for you to do just now, prisoner.
Too bad.
If you didn't do the mechanic's job, you could ask him about that, and he says, like, yeah, the mechanic's looking for stuff, and Roy's like, well, I'm already doing that. He's like, well, why are you talking to me then? If you're bored, finish your job, you know, basically, so. Okay. Yeah, if you ask him about the camp, we've already asked him about
See
that.
ya.
So.
Right.
All right, well, we got, asked about the rebel
Right.
mutant.
Why do I have the feeling that there are better uses for a rebel mutant than turning him into the guard?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because, let's see. Show off the warlocks. It's part of a diversion, so we can... That's part of the greater main quest of plot. So, and we gotta go talk to Jay, who's in the everything else. So who do we talk to next? What about that mutant? Why did he do what he do? And will Jay head us towards sweet, sweet water? We'll find it next time in the next episode of Mars War Log. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.